Alright, part 2 of front differential rebuild on a 420 first generation. Just a FYI for if you have a parts washer and need brushes, these little brushes from like Dollar General, Family Dollar, Dollar Tree, the best you can get. In my opinion, they cheap and they do the job. I'll be back. Okay. To re-shim the clutch pack, which cam followers, which is that, you have to find a straight edge to go straight across here and measure from the bottom of what I'm gonna say this level to the inside this groove where this oil is. Then you take that measurement and write it down. Then you take a straight edge and compress this part the best way you can and put the straight edge or level, if you have one small, across it right here. Let me get something to point out. And measure from the bottom of the level to the surface area, surface mating area. That, and take that number and jot it down. Then you convert them over from, if you did them in inches, you take and put them in, millimeters, and you subtract those two numbers and 1.6 millimeters, and you come up with the thickness of the shim you need to put in the cam followers. I'll be back. Okay, after you've got that measurement and looked in the book and got the equation to get the right shim, you have two different cam followers. You have a ribbed one and a flat one. They're going to go 2 by 2, so it's going to be 2 ribbed ones and then 2 flat ones. I'll show you when I get them in here. Okay, see if you can see this. You see how there's 2 ribbed ones there? Then there's 2 flat ones, then 2 ribbed ones, then 2 flat ones, and etc. Line those up like that for the correct spacing. Then you put your top side gear on it, the washer you came up with in your equation, then your spring washer. Then you take and put your rain gear on like this. Then flip it over as an assembly. Line the bolt holes up. I do not put new thread locker on here. You're supposed to, but I torque them down really tight, so if they come off, they come off. It's my bike. If it was a customer's bike, I would, but I don't see the need of it as long as they're torqued to spec. And I have forgot what this torque spec was. But I usually just run them really tight with my impact, which I don't have at the moment. I'll be right back. For those that does not have an impact to take these bolts off, whenever you first take them off, what I did, took a hole saw bit and drilled into a 2x4 a little bit, just enough to where that center of it sits flush and these gear teeth will dig into the 2x4 whenever I tighten the C-clamp on it. And then I screw it to my workbench, and then it makes it a lot easier to take them off. That's how I tighten mine up without a impact. Just a big C-clamp, a piece of wood with a notched out hole, and the C-clamp clamping the assembly, I guess you could say, to the 2x4 so it doesn't slide. Alright, now to assemble the case. I like to start in here with the deeper end. Gotta get my brake cleaner. Alright. Put that shim down like that so it'll be in the center. Then like that. It's on. Now for the other end. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Put y'all over here again. Let's see here. Do I have y'all on the wide view? Not that button. What am I doing wrong here? Oh, let's see. I don't have nothing higher to put y'all on. Maybe over here. Yeah, I think that's a little better. Down a little. Yeah. Okay. Once you have this part assembled down on that part, go ahead and put your shim that goes up here on it. And make sure you get all the brake cleaner and oil out of it. And you set it down. It's a little wiggle game you gotta play. After you get started, you can flip it over. And it should slowly go home. If you got it on right. There we go. Like that. It's on. Okay. I got the bolts in. I'm going to tighten them up with just a ratchet. They don't need to be too tight. But the bike, the 420 this differential goes in, I currently cannot run it right now. I still got to do injector work, finish cleaning the fuel tank. I got the fuel pump for it yesterday, so it's a slow progress, but I will give you an update on mine in just a second. And there you have it, re-shimmed limited slip front differential for a first gen 420. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I will update y'all soon on my other projects, so stay tuned.